Mr. Pearson.
Sorry, no cameras today. No cameras, sorry. Sorry, no cameras today. No cameras today, thank you. Sorry, I'm here, only here for the interview.
Mr. Pearson, it's only me here.
Oh. Directors for life.
Just in here, Mr. Pearson.
Okay, I've got a busy schedule. Had premiere last night.
Okay, Mr. Pearson, your media product looks very interesting, but I have another question I need to ask you. Who would be the audience? The audience for your media product, and how did you attract that audience?
Well, it's very simple. Do you mind just passing me that piece of paper there?
It's got some, yes.
Just some notes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, well, the audience is very, very, very important to a film. So you have to make sure your film reaches as many audiences, sexualities, genders, ethnicities, and ages as possible, because you want it to want them to all be interested and want them to come to your film. I wanted my film to reach as many of them as I could get. However, actually doing this is rather difficult, as you can imagine. Having the actors available and getting them in to be able to do that is much more difficult than than you think it is. And so my film actually only involves older white British members, the public, and so that doesn't really attract many other ethnicities or ages.
Very interesting, Mr. Pearson. But can we get back to the question, please?
Yes, of course.
Who would be the audience for your media product?
Oh, yes, right.
And how did you attract them?
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Well, I believe it would probably be old white British men and women, due to the fact that I have only used that range of actors in my film. However, due to it highlighting the issues of men hiding their emotions, other younger audience members that are trying to expose it would therefore be more attracted. A video was published by the Huffington Post in 2016 about men crying, showing that this sort of thing is being exposed recently, which in turn makes my film a selling point, as they're also trying to expose this. From research, I know that the older actors can make the audience more attracted to the characters, as they were older and less able, so audience feel more emotionally attached to them. Younger audiences may attach themselves to the older characters, as they may resemble them with their parents. Therefore, an older male actor, Terry, who is a servant to his wife and is unable to do anything about it, could attract younger audiences, as they feel that they wouldn't want that to happen to their own parents. Also, the older audiences with a similar age to Terry and Grace will relate to the age of the life and the lifestyle of the characters. I made the whole lifestyle of the main characters working class. This is because the majority of the population are working class, and therefore they would relate more to the characters on the screen.
So, can you give me some examples of other films that use older characters?
Yes, of course. Looking at other psychological thrillers such as The Usual Suspects, Seven, and many more, I've found that an older character is used more frequently, such as Seven, with Morgan Freeman playing the role of Somerset, an older character. Seven is one of the highest rated psychological thrillers on IMDb. This showed that using older characters can be used effectively as a main role, and can still attract audiences. The Usual Suspects also has middle-aged actors and an older actor as the main role. The Usual Suspects is a highly rated film on IMDb.
Mr. Pearson, did you do any research of your own?
Of course I did. I couldn't have a good film without a little bit of research. I conducted a survey asking questions to do with what attracted audiences to films. This then gave me an insight on what I should involve and what gender preferred psychological thrillers.
So what did you find out?
I found that mystery and death were at the top of the list for attracting audience members, men and women, and they both liked it. I also found that women were more likely to go and watch/purchase a psychological thriller, but men were only just less likely. And due to the survey being slightly biased to women, almost even, with 42 female answers and 36 male answers. That might be why. However, a lot of the responses that wanted to go and see the psychological thriller came from teenagers, and therefore showed that I should aim my film at them. However, I wanted to show the older generations how important it was that men were emotional, as they were less aware of it when they were younger.
Right, so I can see how you've attracted older audiences, but what about younger ones? The only bit that attracted younger audiences was the fact that they might feel attached and want to expose men's emotion. I think you need a little more to attract them.
Oh, I think you're completely right, and this says so too. That's why, if I carried the movie on, the audience would see more of a slightly younger character of Helen, the abusive wife. She is in the age range of around 30 to 40, which is what most psychological thrillers use. They would also see that a younger character is also involved, of the age range around 16 to 25. You'd see how the character developed as a younger character to the older character during the abusive relationship, which would then again bring younger audiences in again, as this character is more related to their age range. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, that's fine, Mr. Pearson.
Thank you.